Good morning, everyone. It's Cheryl from My Well-Rounded Life, and today is August 8th, Wednesday. I thought I would do just a day in the life and what I ate on Weight Watchers Freestyle today. It's kind of a last-minute decision because I'm not going anywhere today, and I just, I'm going to putz around the house and do a few things, and I thought I'd do a little update video. So here's my breakfast today. 1 egg on 1 piece of 647 toast, which is a point for the toast. This is the Johnsonville turkey sausage, and it's only 1 point for both of these links. And I have some watermelon, my coffee, and I have a purple Propel. This is, I love the purple and the watermelon. They're my favorite. I can't decide which one I like best, but it's got the weird sports cap. I got this yesterday because we were driving around in the car and I didn't drink much, so I'll drink that this morning to take my pills. I'm watching Beck's Corner, her latest weight loss vlog. I just started it. And I'm gonna go now and eat my egg while it's still warm. So this is a 2-point breakfast. Yay me. Talk to you later. Since this is a day in the life, I thought I would just include you in on some of the things I'm doing today and just some stuff here. It is 1:30 and I'm starting to get a little hungry for lunch, so I might think about it when I'm done here. First of all, welcome to my new iPhone. I finally got a new phone yesterday, the iPhone 8. I'm so excited. I was like a kid at Christmas yesterday. I was so excited. It's not like it used to be. You have to either spend between $800 and $1,000 for your new phone, or you have to lease it. I used to get an upgrade every 2 years. Spend $199 on the latest phone. It would be mine to own, and then I'd have a 2-year contract. That's what I always did. And you can't do that anymore. There's no more contracts, and I didn't have almost $1,000 sitting around for a phone, so I had to do the lease. But they had a special where I could get it $10 off every month, but $10 less, So I took it, and it's the iPhone 8, and they had 3 colors: a dark, a gray, a red, and a rose gold. And the red was just really tempting, but I thought I'd get tired of the red. I would like to get a red case. I've been looking at them. Get a red case for my phone for when I'm in the mood for a red phone, but the red would just be, so I ended up with the rose gold. And here's my phone that I've had for the last, let's see, this December it'll be 3 years that I've had this phone, and it's the 6S, and I'm giving it to my mother because her iPhone is smaller than this, and this will give her a larger screen, and she has a heck of a time scrolling on hers. I think it's the protective thing we put on hers when we got her that phone almost 2 years ago, I think. Maybe, no, not quite, but almost. So anyway, she's gonna get this phone, and I'm gonna give her I have 4 cases to give her. I threw like 3 away, but 3 of the cases have these on them, and she says she wants to give them a try. This is a pretty case, but it's very flexible. It's got a painted texture on it, so these little thingies aren't going to stick on it. Plus I got it from Wish, so it's more of a fashion and not a protective case. This is the one I bought when I got the phone. It's just clear, but it's kind of yellowed, and maybe I might like to try and clean it with bleach and see if she wants that, but this would be the most protective one. And then I have this pink one. It's a dark pink and gray with one of these on it. It's like a marble. I like that one. I was thinking of trying to take one of them off to put on my new phone because she doesn't need all 3 of them, but I might. But I do have 3 that I haven't used. I bought this one from Wish. When I bought this case, I ordered a silver case, and it's a clear case with silver trim all the way around. So this I didn't think would look good with the pink, so I didn't put it on. I found this in my drawer, so I just used it, and it was a perfect match with the pink phone. And then I have this Galaxy one, which I tried to put on a phone that is, it wasn't a smooth surface and it wouldn't stay on. But because it was still so sticky, I put it on some plastic. This is from a Walmart bag. And I put it away, so hopefully the plastic is still, you know, maybe I'll try this one on my phone. And then I have one of these metal ones. And I don't know how I feel about these. Do you guys use these? It's a much smaller sticky area than this, way smaller. And then, you know, you can fold it flat, or you can, and then you hold it like this. I just don't know if this would work for me. It's a very generous finger hole. You're not gonna, you know, I can wear it on my fingers with my rings and it's fine, but I don't know. I'll think about it. So that's like my big dilemma for the day, which, what are they called? Pop thingy am I gonna put on my new phone? I don't know. But here's the color of my new phone. Well, I don't know why it's got two different colors on it, but it's not like, it is not at all like this rose gold. Oh, there I am again. Hello. It's a much lighter, and it's called rose gold, but she said it's more like a pale pink. So that's what I got. It's real pretty. And there's another thing about this. The 8 is just like the 7. On the outside, but the inside is different. I already used my square to make sure it worked. I charged my electric razor, and these are useless. From iPhone, they're the most uncomfortable, painful things ever. I always give them away to someone, you know. Last time I gave them to my granddaughter Devin. But on the back, they have this little thingy. Because if you have an iPhone 7 or more, you don't have the little hole, the little round hole here for your earplugs. So they provide you with an adapter. You plug this into your phone. This is all you have on the bottom of your iPhone 7 or above. And you plug that in, and then you plug your headphones into this end of the adapter. So that's the only downfall I see to this phone, you know. I like the little coffin boxes, that's what I call them. And then I got a cover. It's from Gear 4 Military Standard, and it's called Piccadilly. It's a clear cover trimmed in pink, real basic. They had like 3 of them for me to pick from, and I like to get, every time I get a new phone, I get a good cover, and then I buy, you know, fashion covers to wear now and then, to wear. You know what I mean. So I just got this one, and she put it on for me on the store, so I could walk out of the store with it on. And then I just put, excuse my reach for a second, I just put this on my phone, the screen guard, tempered glass from the Dollar Tree. I've had this in my drawer forever because my phone, I have one of those, I don't know if you can see it, but it's thick and it's like very cushiony. And I spent like $42 for this, lifetime guarantee from Sprint. If anything happens to it, bring it in and they'll replace it for nothing. And I've had the same one on since I got the phone. So anyway, I have this because everyone I see that gets these from the Dollar Tree loves them. They say if they drop their phone really bad, the tempered glass breaks, but their phone screen does not. And they may have to replace it once a year. But for $1, as opposed to so much more, I thought since I already have one of these, I'll give it a try. And just before I started this video, I put it on. This is the first time I ever put something like that on my phone by myself. I always give them to my daughter to do or have them done at the store. And it fits nice, and anything that fits this iPhone 7 will fit the 8. And it fits great, and it looks fine, and it's glass. So I like it. It's nice and smooth, and I'm very happy with it. So that's my new phone information. Oh, and the reason why I got it is because this phone is 16 gigabytes of storage, and that one is 64. 64. So I can go ahead and save all the videos I want without the problems that I've been having. Every time I go to save a video on my phone, like I make my videos, all different videos, and then I go into iMovie on my phone and I put them all together. I edit it into one video and then I go to save it to my phone. Not enough storage. Anything over 15 minutes gave me a hard time. I would have to remove Facebook, remove Messenger, remove Weight Watchers, remove all of these things, like 5 different things, and then I have room to save that video, whether it's 18 minutes or 28 minutes, and then I could save it to my phone, get it on my laptop so that I could upload it to YouTube, and then delete the video from my phone and then put everything back on. And of course, when you put everything back on your phone, then you got to log into it. So, and I was doing that once or twice a week, and that was getting really old. So I'm super excited to have 64 megabytes, I guess, of storage on this phone. So excited. So anyway, 10 minutes later, we can move on to the next subject. I got a card in the mail, and this card on the inside said that I could share it. Feel free to share this card in videos as it travels if you like. This card was sent to me by a fellow YouTuber, and when I opened it up, it says hello. It's one of those cards you can color by yourself. And I'm like, oh, she sent me a half-colored card. And I was like, what is this? Why? And then I opened it up, and I'm not going to show the inside, I don't think. On the inside, there's a message from the person who started it. And she's got her name and her email address and her P.O. box and her channel name. And she is sending this around. She sent it to Tammy at My World in OKC. She's the only other person I know on this card besides the one who sent it to me, which is Beck from Beck's Corner. And I used to watch Tammy all the time when she started out doing Dollar Tree hauls in her kitchen. Now she's got this craft room, and she does most of her videos in there, and she is just so busy crafting and hauling and everything. She's just really busy, and she's really expanded her channel into much more than just Dollar Tree hauls. So if you want, you should check out Tammy at My World in OKC, which I assume is Oklahoma City. Anyway, when someone gets it, they put their name and their channel on the inside, and they color something. And then they send it to someone with a little note on the inside telling them to read the instructions and keep it going, So I got it from Beck, and I colored something, and I wrote my name and my channel name on the inside and included a little note. And I only have the address to one other person that is like a Dollar Tree hauler person, because this, as far as I know, all the other people on here, I don't know them, but I'm assuming they're not like Weight Watcher related, that they're more craft and Dollar Tree haul. And I only have one person's address to send it to, so I have it ready to go in the mail. And I missed the mailman today because I wanted to hold off and show this to you quick, but he's already come and gone. Christy and I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday in another town. There's a really big one, and I was disappointed because I came home with almost nothing. Both of our stuff fit into one bag, but I did get a pack of 6 of these envelopes, just peel and stick, which I needed purposefully, for this mailing. So, and I got a bag of popcorners, the white cheddar. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. They are delicious. Thank God I only bought the one bag, but we started eating those in the car because we were out of town, just a half hour out of town for the afternoon, and I was hungry. All right, it gets worse from there. We stopped and had wings. I had 10 wings. 5 mild, dipped in blue cheese, and 5 barbecue. And celery, barbecue. And then a bunch of celery sticks and an ice water. And that was my dinner. lunch slash dinner, late lunch, early dinner, whatever you want to call it. And it was delicious, just those 10 wings and the celery. But it gets worse from there. I was in a poopy mood all day, and I felt like I just felt crappy, and there wasn't anything wrong, but I didn't feel good and I didn't feel right. But I went out anyway because I thought, just get out, get some air, go enjoy yourself. And we had the wings and I felt better. Maybe I was just hungry. But then I thought, that's when I got my phone. We literally walked from the wing place to Sprint, which is right next to where my Weight Watchers meeting place is, because we didn't eat until we came back into town. And we took care of the whole Sprint thing. We were there forever, like you usually are when you go to a Sprint store and get anything done. But I much prefer dealing with things like that personally than on the phone or online. And anyway, it started pouring while we were in there, so Chrissy went and got the car and picked me up. And on the way home, we stopped at Brewster's. If you're not familiar with Brewster's, it's an ice cream place. It's right across the street from Small Mart, which is our small Walmart close to home here. And I got a waffle cone. And the bottom half had a flavor called turtle, so it was just chocolate ice cream with caramel and nuts in it. I'm thinking they were walnuts. And then the top scoop was chocolate chip mint, but I think it was chocolate chip mint chocolate chunk, because it was the big chunks of chocolate. I was in my glory until it was gone. It was wonderful. And that was Tuesday. And you know what tomorrow is? Weight Watchers. I did good all week, but yet I was very snacky. Like I told you, we ate that whole bag of pop chips. And when I say we, Chrissy had 3 or 4, and I ate the rest throughout the rest of the day. It was gone before bed. The wings, I was peeling the skin off of the ones that aren't the drumettes, you know, the ones that are just shaped like this. I don't like those, and I just peeled the skin off those and would dip in the blue cheese and eat it. And they're white meat, so that part of the meal was 0 points, and so was the celery, but the rest of it, no. And then there was the ice cream. And I think I had something else earlier in the week that I shouldn't have, but I've been snacky, like, okay, I ate, what can I eat now? And instead of making 1 bag of popcorn for 3 points, I made 2 bags for 6 points. Like that, like snacky. And I've been like that for days. And tomorrow is weigh-in. And do I ever feel fat? Fatty 2x4. So bloated, so fat. And I'm gonna be really super good today. I'm drinking my water, and I had a 2-point breakfast, and I'm gonna just really stick low for lunch and dinner and just try and get this weigh-in over with. I seriously considered not going, because, you know, I've never had a gain. But I've never missed a meeting. I've never missed a weigh-in. I've gone twice now where I weighed in and left because I had other places to be. So I've missed 2 meetings, but I've never missed a weigh-in. And I shouldn't start now because I don't want it to become something easy to do. I ate, I probably gained. Let's just go and own it, get it over with, own the number on the scale and move on. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and go. I don't want to, but I will. All right, I picked up from AC Moore. Last Sunday, I went shopping with my mother and my brother. We went to AC Moore's and Sam's Club. And I picked up 3 canvases that are black. They're black already. I have a 6x6 and 2 8x10s. And they were 60% off. And I like these because there are some paintings that require a black background. So instead of using the black paint, you can go ahead and use these that are already done for you. They're called negative space pours and galaxy pours. And I think that will help. You know, with the background, you're not going to get any white showing through anywhere unless you put white on it. So I'm anxious to give that a try. That's actually the next thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try a couple different galaxy pours. I think I may have already told you that my sister, when she was here on Saturday, I had her pick some colors, and I said I will go ahead and do a pour for you with the colors that you chose. And she picked what she called galaxy colors. The blues and the purple and the pink, like that. So I'm gonna do my best to try and make a galaxy pour for her. Hopefully that'll turn out. Now, did I do them last week or the week before? Here's this one, this little one. I still have the legs on it. Look at how messy you get on the bottom. Somebody said that they put masking tape on here to try and keep it clean, and then when it's all dry, they peel it off. But this is the third one I did. It's real little, and this craft paint is matte, so it dries to a matte finish. And of course, when it dries, it's a different color than when it's all wet and shiny. And then here's this one. It's the first one I did. I put 3 coats of the gloss on it. It was a spray. I signed my name on the, you can't really see it, it's just a Cheryl. This is the one that my mother said she wanted, but it does have a nice shine to it, and it's very pretty. I don't like it because I don't like that part, but I just couldn't fix it. I do like this part. There's some cells in there, but not much. That's for her. And then this one was the second one I made, and it's mostly green. Again, I signed it, and it's got that nice glossy shine to it. And this one's mine to keep. I love all the cells, crazy cells. No, over here. Yeah, I love that. That's very pretty. I love this corner especially. That's very nice. And up here, very pretty. So I'm liking this gloss spray. Funny story, I finally pick a day to where I'm going to spray these things. And I have a box that I brought home from Sam's Club. It's big, it's nice and deep, there's no top to it. And it's really thick and heavy. They brought cherries in them. And I took it outside, out back, and I laid these things down. And the first time I sprayed them, I didn't use a glove. So I held it like this out in the yard, and I sprayed the sides, all 4 sides of both of them, put them down in the box, and then sprayed the surface and came in. And scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. And I got all the stuff off my hand, but not off my nails. My nails, you can't really see it, but I don't know if you can see it. Doesn't matter, but there's stuff on my nails. And that was the other day, Monday it was. So I go to take a shower, and I'm out of the shower, and I'm dry, and I just take the towel off my head. And what do I hear? The lawnmowers out back. First they go by with the edger, and they do all the edging around the building and around the bushes, and then the lawnmower. Never in the history of time has anyone ever fled from the bathroom to their bedroom to throw clothes on and run outside faster than I did at that moment. Thank God I heard them coming, which of course the dogs bark when they come too, because they hate that day. So I ran outside and grabbed the box and brought it in, and I saw that they were still doing trimming, that the lawnmower was down the other end. And because it had been at least 30 minutes, then I could put a second coat on. So when I saw where they were, I ran back outside and I sprayed, this time with a glove. I grabbed one glove and I sprayed the same exact way, and I let the fumes, because it's like, you know, spray paint. When you spray it, there's all this spray. So I let that clear for a moment, and then I brought them right in. Chrissy was working. She wasn't going to be home. So I put the box in her room and shut the door, you know, because of the fumes. And that it stayed in there until they were done. You know, sometime later on that afternoon, they were gone, all cleared. The last thing they do is come by with a blower, and they blow all of their mess off your patio and keep going. So I took the box outside then and gave it a third spray and let it sit and dry out there before I brought it in for the night. So I was happy with 3 coats, I guess. I don't know. Someone said do 2 or 3 coats, so I did. I think if I were going to try to sell these or something, I might use something else or put a few more coats on it. But for me, I am going to hang this just like this somewhere. Whew, stinks. Somewhere around here. It smells like paint. But even the sides are pretty. You know, the pores, the way it comes down the side. This side, not so pretty. Would definitely benefit using some masking tape. And you know, I might even put some tape over this before I hang it just to protect the wall. We'll see. Hello. I wanted to tell you something. You know my 5D diamond painting that I did? I have the frame, but it's too big, and I bought a big piece of paper to use to make a mat out of it, like a one-piece mat. I need my daughter's expertise in measuring and cutting before I use it, but once I get it in the frame and ready to hang or hanging somewhere, I will show you. In the meantime, I went online this morning to check my comments and reply and everything, and on one of my like a day with me and what I ate on Weight Watcher videos from earlier in the month, the company called the Dome Ink, they made a comment on it. Then it was something like, thanks for the mention. I hope you're enjoying your products, you know, and message us on Facebook and we'll give you a discount. So I checked them out on Facebook. They didn't leave a link or anything. I just found them there, and I sent them a message, and I said, you know, it's me, and you saw my video and you said this. And they were like, yes, hello. And they were very kind, and they gave me a discount to use, and they gave me one for you to use. And they sent me a link, which I haven't done it yet, but I will put it in this video. It's a link that will send you to the Dome Ink website and automatically give you 10% off of whatever you order when you get to the checkout. So if you're considering some diamond painting and you want to check out what they have, you'll be able to do it a little cheaper thanks to their wonderful discount. So look for that in the description box. Now they have a big variety of scenes and pictures to choose from and different sizes. And I chose, I think it went up to 60 by 60 centimeters or 65, I don't remember. Maybe each one is different, but I chose the 40 by 40 and that was too big for me not to do. I didn't have a problem doing a 40 by 40. It went by quickly. I never felt like it was too daunting a project to do because of the size. But when it comes to framing, it's just proving itself to be too difficult to frame. So I would love to find sizes that are already frame size, like 8 by 10, 11 by 14, something that I could just buy a frame and stick it in, because I would probably make more. Like I said before, I won't ever make any that I don't want to frame and put up, unless I'm making it as a gift for someone, but then I'm still going to frame it before I give it to them, right? So I need to check with their sizes, and they do come in centimeters, so you have to have your tape measure ready, because when I was like, what's 40 by 40? So I had to measure it out, you know. But I would definitely go smaller this time and see if they have like regular frame sizes like 8 by 10. Now this here is an 8 by 10 and it doesn't really seem very big. It's hard to put a scene on something that small. So maybe like an 11 by 14 would be better for me. I don't know. But I want to look into it. But they do have a lot of different things to look at. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make lunch and then show you what that is. Be back. All right, it's almost 2:30 and it's lunchtime. I have a salad and fruit. I have the last of my watermelon and I have some canary melon. Now, canary melon is a very yellow melon on the outside, but it's this light green on the inside, like a honeydew. It tastes like a honeydew, but it's more subtle and it's very sweet. So try one if you see them. There's really not much of a difference between that and a honeydew, but I do like it. Now this salad here is from Taylor Farms. It's from Walmart, and it is 7 points for the whole salad, including the 2 meats, the cheese, and the dressing. And I've added 2 things to it. I added 1 tablespoon of the reduced sodium real bacon bits from Walmart, and it was the last of it, and it was almost a whole tablespoon. That's why there's so many little pieces here, and I did measure it out, but it just wasn't quite a tablespoon. So I will of course count the whole 1 point for that, making this an 8-point salad, making this an 8-point lunch. I also have some fresh chicken breast in there. I got a rotisserie chicken on Sunday from Sam's Club, and I feasted on the breast for 2 days. And then today I just picked off even more breast meat and put it in the salad. So this is gonna have a lot of protein in there to get me through the rest of the afternoon. I have no idea what I'm going to have for dinner yet. I wish I had some of that leftover chili I made. I would devour that. All right, I'm gonna go and eat because I am hungry. See you later. Dinner time. I'm going to enjoy a nice chicken salad sandwich wrap with grapes and a Pop Chips sea salt bag. These are 3 points. I made the chicken salad and it is 5 points. I had a rotisserie chicken from Sunday when I went to Sam's Club, and I enjoyed the 2 chicken breasts over a couple days. And so today I pulled off the rest of the chicken breast that I could and the meat from the 2 legs and thighs. And I measured it. I weighed it. It came to 6.8 ounces. So I decided that at least 8 ounces of that was the white meat. And I looked up 6 ounces of the dark meat on the Weight Watcher app, and it said 7 points for 6 ounces. So that and 3 tablespoons of light mayonnaise for a point each comes to 10 points. I also used some of the Dijonnaise to make, add a little more creaminess to it. And some fresh onions and celery, some garlic powder, salt and pepper, and a little, just like a general all-purpose seasoning in there. And of course some lettuce. So this is 6 points for the wrap, and then 7, 8, 9. So this is a 9-point dinner. That's a little high, but I don't normally make salads like that. But I have 12 points for the day left, I think, and so this will leave me with enough to make a little bag of popcorn or have some Halo Top later if I want. Otherwise, I'll just drop it. Here's Gracie and Luna, and the blanket's about to fall on the floor again. I've already picked it up 20 times today. Luna, look at me. Luna, how do they know that the camera is on them when she will not? Luna, nope, she's very uncomfortable. Gracie Lou, look at me. I love you. No, she just wants my food. All right, I'm gonna go back to my show. I'm watching Counting On because I like to keep up with the Duggars. And tomorrow is weigh-in. Not looking forward to it at all because of the fatty foodie week that I had. Snacky. What is wrong with me? I don't know. But that's the kind of week that I had, and we'll deal with it tomorrow. So until I see you again, be blessed.